With the two universities merging, the art department had been talking about sort of different ways of strategically finding a partnership between both institutions. John Powers ended up being sort of like the perfect collaborator because he had the accident with his table saw, lost 2 digits, and then had been sort of reaching out proactively to other artists, friends of his, to think about how other artists and designers could solve the prosthetics problem from either a practical and or aesthetic perspective.
There is a high rate of disuse and what we call abandonment. If you design or create something for a client, but it looks unappealing to them and you didn't really take into consideration, their feelings about aesthetics, that person's gonna abandon that device. So it was a great matching of arts and assistive technology and occupational therapy. We looked at our different perspectives, so Steve's was more form and mine was more function. And that's what we called it, form and function.
I just thought it would be valuable for the sculpture students to see how the occupational therapy students were asking questions and solving problems. And then I was hoping that the occupational therapy students would find it interesting to see what the sculpture students' thumbnail sketching, image research, and then project iterations would look like.
The first thing I thought of was something that would be kind of bizarre, like something that maybe serves its own function, but not necessarily the function that John was ideally looking for in the prosthetic. Not something he could use in his day-to-day, but taking the art side of it and thinking what could kind of be unique and take up that physical form, that similar structure of the hand.
As occupational therapy students, we really did tackle it from a functional approach, but then again, we kept in mind things that John Powers wanted, which was to have it not be medical looking. And I think it's important to realize you don't need expensive materials. Just like art, you can use different types of mediums to create what it is that you're looking for.
This is something different. This is something where we can reach across the campuses and really see how we could benefit from each other. Some departments where you don't even think that you're going to have something in common, but you do. And teaching our students to be open-minded and just always be in a frame of learning from somebody else.
I think that connection between art and science is sort of such a rich one. I think there's so many opportunities, and it's sort of limitless.